Yo, yo, get up, nah I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Well, hello and welcome to Coffee with Tracks. Bears fans, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. After 10 straight losses to the Green Bay Packers, after years of heartbreak, disappointment, and frustration, the Chicago Bears finally flipped the script with Caleb Williams at the helm. Caleb Williams is now 1-0 against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau for the 2025 season. Awesome. So excited. Let's get into it. That's right. The streak is over. And the Monsters of Midway went into Lambeau Field, stood toe-to-toe with the greatest rivals, and came out victorious. This isn't just a win. It's a statement. It's a declaration that the Chicago Bears are tired of being the punchline. They're ready to fight, to claw, and to restore the pride of this franchise that was once built on. Today, we're breaking it all down. Every highlight, every turning point, every ounce of grit that brought this team to a 24-22 victory over the Green Bay Packers. Get ready because I'm bringing the heat today. Grab your coffee, sit back, and let's relive one of the sweetest victories in recent history. Let's go. Let's talk about breaking down the curse, man. Let's talk about it. It's over. The monkey's off our back. Finally, we are victorious, guys. Let's start with the obvious question. How good does it feel, guys? How good does it feel to finally beat the Packers? It's been 10 straight losses, 10 of them. And some of those losses weren't just defeats. They were humiliations. We watched Aaron Rodgers and the Packers torment this franchise for years, but no more. This win at Lambeau is a moment of redemption. It's a reminder that rivalries matter, and this rivalry is still alive and well. For the first time since 2015, the Bears walked into Lambeau and silenced the Cheeseheads. Let me tell you something. This win isn't just about one game. It's about reclaiming our pride. It's about sending a message to every Bears fan who suffered through this drought that we're back. Let's talk about Caleb Williams and the moment the rookie became a leader. Caleb Williams, Bears fans, we've been desperate. This is what Caleb Williams said. Awesome, man. Great quote. Awesome. Best quarterback in the history of ever for a rookie. He played every season. Every game of the season he played, He played every game. Isn't that awesome? 18-week season. As a rookie, he played all of them. And you saw, we almost got to the third string quarterback this game. Talk about a tough kid, man. Coming down off the ground, picking himself off the ground. Some of us, if we hit the ground, we might not ever get back up. But he got back up, put the team on his shoulders, carried it right down to scoring position, and then boom, Cairo Santos right up into the field goal post. We win. Yes, let's go Bears. This is what Caleb Williams said. Bears fans, we've been desperate for a quarterback who can win these types of games, where everything is on the line, where every decision matters, and where the spotlight is blinding. And Williams, he just didn't manage this game. He owned the moment, down by 2 with 15 seconds left. Wow, 15 seconds left. Think about that, guys. No timeouts. In one of the most hostile environments in sports, he gathered the team, made the call, and delivered the perfect best pass in the history of ever to DJ Moore. That's not just a rookie quarterback. That's a leader of men. As a rookie, he's a kid. That's a franchise quarterback, baby. That's my quarterback, baby. Let's go. If you don't like this quarterback, get off the team. Williams has had his ups and downs this season, but he's a rookie. And this was a performance that makes you believe in him, for sure. Sure, the stats weren't flashy. 33 yards passing in the first half. Come on. But when it mattered the most, he showed heart. More heart than you have. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Get out of here, punk. Come on. When it mattered the most, and that clutch gene that we've seen and we've been dying to see was there. What do you guys think, Bears fans? Did Caleb prove he's the guy to lead the team into the future? I know you're all going to say yes, but one chump in there. One guy, Chris Frosty the Froster, probably would fall on the ground right now and not even be able to freaking pick himself back up. He's beating up a kid right after we finally beat the Packers. Can't even talk about how we won the game. All he's going to do is hate, dude. That's the gene that he has. That's the gene pool he's from. All right, let's talk about DJ Moore, his resilience and redemption. We have to talk about DJ Moore, right? This man is a simple game changer, man. Plain and simple. The 32-yard touchdown where he turned on the Jets and juked defenders out of their jock straps like he was in a video game. Incredible. But here's what really stood out, his resilience, man. After fumbling late in the game when it felt like the Bears were going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, Moore came right back. He kept his head in the game, made the crucial catch to set up the win, and showed why he's one of the best weapons this team has had in years. Very awesome. That's what you want from your playmakers, guys. It's not about never making mistakes. It's about how you respond. And DJ Moore responded like a champion. How much confidence do you have in DJ Moore as the centerpiece of this offense moving forward, guys? Check out those comments. Let's look at those comments. I'm going to be looking at them at the end of the show, and we're going to break down what everybody's been saying, except for Chris Foster. We'll ignore everything he says. They're just rants and wasted calories. I know all about calories. Look at this boy, man. I haven't skipped a meal in a long time. So let's talk about the defense, guys. Stepping up when it counts the most. Bears defense, stand up. This unit has taken its fair share of criticism this season, but on Sunday, they showed us what they're capable of, guys. Sure, they gave up a lot of yards on the run, but when it mattered the most, they showed up. So, why are you still spamming, Chris Foster? Get out of here, bro. We don't want you. We're done. Packing your bags. We're blocking you. You're not welcome anymore. You come in when we finally win a freaking game in Lambeau Field, and all you got to talk about is just a bunch of hate on a Monday morning, on Victory Monday. We finally have a Victory Monday, and this is what you do with yourself? You should be ashamed of yourself, man. I hope it was trash day so you could take yourself out with the Green Bay Packers. That's the same color my trash can is, and that's where you need to be. You're trash, man. You're not a Bear fan. Get out of here. Beat the road, Toad. From holding the Packers to a field goal late in the game to Josh Blackwell's electric 94-yard punt return touchdown, the defense came to play. Malik Willis isn't a scrub. He's won games this season, but the Bears didn't let him take over either. And how about that pass protection improving in the second half? One sack the whole game, man. And that was because off script, Caleb found ways to get rid of the football. He threw the ball out of bounds. He made a couple plays with his feet. He did a lot of great plays for sure, man, that really helped this offensive line. He even defended his offensive line last week. He said that everybody that's talking about the Bears offensive line, that is completely wrong. He totally took care of him, and that's what I think a real leader of men does. When you win, you stand behind your men. When you lose, you stand in front of your men to protect them. That's what a real leader of men does. And that's what Chris, that is what Caleb has done. That's what I've seen him do, in my opinion. So this is the kind of defense effort that makes you believe that this team can be competitive again, guys. I really think they can be competitive with the right pieces, with Billings coming back, hitting somebody in the draft, maybe looking at the free agency. We need a lot of depth on the defensive line and offensive line. Shore that up, man. Shore that up. You can see what guys like TJ Edwards does when the line is doing good, man. Sweat getting in there, getting after it. Looked really good, right? So what's your take on the defense, Bears fans? Did they finally turn a corner? Or was this just one good game? Or was it both? Two things could be true at the same time. The Bears win, and Chris Foster is still an idiot. The offense needs an identity. Do I agree? Do you guys agree? The offense needs an identity. Like, what are we doing out there, right? Seriously. Are we going to be a run team? Are we going to be a pass team? We're going to find that out. Today's Black Monday. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with Ryan Poles. Let's see what happens with Thomas Brown. I know he's going to get an interview, whatever. That's already been talked about. So we'll see what happens. I think for today, I was reading that because the Lions won and they have that first seed, so they've got a bye week virtually. Both Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn can both have interviews starting Wednesday. So we'll see if the Bears jump on the horn and express and look into that, man. I'd really like to see that happen. Let's get an interview with Ben Johnson right out the gate. First thing in the morning, when Ben wakes up, boom, phone call to Hallis Hall, or Hallis Hall calls him. It's got to be virtual, though. So let's talk about this offense and the need for their identity, right, guys? As exciting as this win was, let's be honest. The offense still has a long way to go. The first half was a slog. Too many screen passes, too many quick throws to the sideline that went nowhere. The second half was a lot better. But the Bears needed a consistent identity on offense, guys. This was where Ryan Poles and the coaching staff have to step up in the offseason, guys. This is where they have to step up. Williams has the talent. Moore is a star, and the offensive line showed some potential. Now it's time to bring in a head coach who can unlock this team's full potential. You guys seen what real coaching can do for teams, for sure, right? Let's see what happens. If you were the GM, what would you prioritize this offseason? A new offensive coordinator? A deep threat receiver? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys want? Let's talk about what this win means for the future, guys. Look, a 5-12 record isn't pretty, right? But let's call it what it is. This season was a disappointment. But this one feels like a spark to me. This feels like a New Year's resolution made right. How many of you have already broke some of your New Year's resolution? I know I did. There was one I already did this morning. So it feels like the beginning of something. Caleb Williams said it himself. This is the first of a lot. This is the first of a lot. This is the first of many. Another great quote. Love it. Let's get it on a jersey. Let's get it on a shirt. Let's get it on some hats. I love his quotes, man. Some of the best quotes ever. Now it's on Ryan Poles and the organization to build on this moment. New coaching staff, new direction, new mentality. Let's get Caleb what he needs. The pieces are there. It's all about putting it together, guys. Do you believe this team is on the right track, or are you still skeptical? Let me know in the comments below, man. Appreciate you guys for showing up, showing out on this early victory Monday. Early victory Monday. Chris Foster, let it out because you won't be let back in for sure. We're locking the door, pal. This is the last time that you'll be trolling over here in Chicago Sports Podcast. I'm done with you. How does it feel to finally beat the Packers after 10 straight losses? How do you guys feel, man? This is about the Bears beating the Packers. How do you guys feel about it? Let's get into the comments. Let's see what's going on over here. All right. Squeegee says, Chris Foster, everything that you say is proving that you are solidifying the fact that you're an idiot. And he wants you to have a nice day. Upside down, smiley face. Makes me go toy happy place. Squeegee says, to my G's. Scott, thank you for joining the show, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a good review. Y'all know what to do. I like how fans say we. I do too, man. We're all in this together. We are fans, man. They're the reason why they play the game. Without fans, what would they be playing for? You know what I mean? Wow, look at all these trolls. Look at all these troll comments by one guy. All right, Squeegee. I think that George McCasty needs to fire Warren and let Poles run the show instead of micromanaging from the front office. Yeah, I agree. Let's cut bait. Let's get him out of there for sure. Yep. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get rid of this guy. Sorry about that, guys. This has been a long time coming. He's finally done. All right. He is now officially on the block list. I hate doing that, guys, but, here we go. Squeegee says, I'm a retired trucker. My belly is legendary. Oh. Squeegee says, Chris, I bet you're the smartest guy you know. Jameson Riley is not a fan of our channel. Oh, man. We got some coming out today, don't we, guys? All right. What's up, breaking news, Bruce? Thank you for joining the show. We appreciate you, man. Bear down. Yeah, it feels great that we finally have that losing streak, man. We finally got it off of our backs. We snapped a road game losing streak. That's a good point too, Bruce. We finally won on the road. We finally won in Lambeau. We are 1-0 right now in 2025. A lot like Caleb Williams said, first of many. I love it. So, anyways, yeah, appreciate you, man, for sure. If you made your own, I don't know what that is. Soul Burn, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you, man. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a good review. You all know what to do, for sure, everybody. Has Caleb Williams shown enough to make you feel he's the quarterback of the future? Has Caleb shown you that he's the quarterback of the future? I think he has. I think he's really shown a lot for a rookie. It could be a lot worse. I mean, one of my favorite quarterbacks in the history of ever is, Peyton Manning, and he had a really rough season as a rookie through most interceptions. He still has that record. So, yeah, I don't even know, man. I think that he's going to be great. I know he's good right now. I've seen like spurts. I want to see with an offensive line. I want to see what could happen, when he has a good offensive line, when he has like protection, when he has a good OC, when he has a good head coach, when he has some structure, what he could do. Running off structure, out of structure, and having to make plays and put the cape on and all this kind of stuff, but actually being able to be comfortable in the pocket, having that confidence that I have a good offensive line, that I have a good competent head coach, that I have a good OC, DC, a good structure. I would like to see that, because when we are frantic, right, we make those like awkward decisions that we might not, normally typically do. Okay. So, like I said, man, I would like to see that. I think Caleb is our guy. I believe breaking news, Bruce said, he said Caleb is our guy. Bruce is coming out in his own, man. He's really getting into the chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. What was your favorite moment from the game? What was your favorite moment from the game? I think it was Blackwell's 94-yard return. I think that was really cool. There were so many times where I tell you what, when we were up at the casino and Jim Miller was, he was glass half empty and he was talking about how we were going to find another way to lose. And don't get it twisted. I thought that there was definitely a chance for us to find another way to lose because we were definitely doing that up until the point where we won. But I like the fact that I finally got something right against that guy. I think I don't know all time what our record is, but your boy finally got a win against Jim Miller, and it was good. It felt great. There was a jubilation. Everybody that showed up, they were all just, high-fiving, pounding chests, giving big old hugs and stuff. It was awesome, man. It was a great way to start the New Year's, end out the season, start a new beginning for a new year on the road victory. Like Bruce said earlier, it was really cool, man. It was a really good time. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out at Wind Creek Casino and supporting your boy and Chicago Sports Podcast. I love our community and what we had. That's why I had to clean house this morning with Chris Foster and that other guy. We don't need any negativity in the New Year's, okay? A lot of people say keep the trolls, let the trolls trolling. No, man. We want good, clean, chats and stuff. We want to have some fun. We want to talk about it, be about it. Listen, you guys are some of the smartest fans in the history of ever out of all 32 teams. You guys love your team. You guys show support, and this is what we need in this community, man. I want you guys to have a good time, man. I don't want you guys to deal with any of that rhetoric. I don't want to deal with it. Let's just get it out of here, man. Let's just focus on the positive, accentuate the positive, and eliminate the negative. That's what this New Year's about. Be a fountain, not a drain, and we just drain the swamp. So anyways, all right. And Don Burr, you're out of here too, pal. See ya. What's up, Big Papa 312? Hey, thank you for joining the show. First time I ever seen you in here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you, man. Bear Victory Monday. Appreciate it, man. So what was your favorite Bears moment from the game, Big Papa? Was it the field goal? Was it the final win, 24-22? Was it something else that you saw that you really liked? Was it that Blackwell return from 94 yards? I thought that was pretty sweet. What did you like? Was it, DJ Moore, answering back after he had that fumble? We still kept going to him. What did you see over there, buddy? How impressed were you with DJ Moore's performance, especially his resilience after the fumble? How impressed were you guys with DJ Moore's performance, especially his resilience after the fumble? I'll tell you what, I loved it. A lot of times, that can get into your head, and you could check out for the whole game and, not be so good. But yeah, I agree, Big Papa, for sure. The punt return, for sure. That was awesome, man. Phil 23 said, you just got to put on the troll account. We have thousands that ruin sites. Got told you block people like a coward. Hey, man, I know. Hey, I don't think it's I think it's just, the cream rises to the top, all the good quality content. Phil, let us know what your show is. Let us know what your show is. I'll go help you. I'll go support it. We'll all go support it. Let's go check Phil out, man. Let's go check out Phil 23, man. Yep. Oh, we got a couple more comments in here. Let's see what's going on. Caleb come through in the clutch. Hey, listen, Big Papa, if you ain't clutch, you ain't much. You know what that's all about in the 312, right? You got to come through when it matters, man. Ice in the veins, right? Just like freaking MJ, the GOAT, man. got the whole team on his back. The clock's winding down. Fader, let's go. Yep. So DJ Moore is going to be top 10 with Caleb. I agree, man. I think that comfortability, I think the repetitions leading to retention. I think that Odunze being able to take the top off the defense and that, electric speed that he has. I mean, that guy can really stretch the field. Cole Kmet, when somebody can finally figure out how to use our tight end, and then I think Keenan Allen's going to get re-signed. So I heard Jim say earlier, last night or yesterday, he said that he doesn't think so, that we're going to go get somebody else or go draft a guy. I think you keep him, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can win that one too. So I got the Bears victory. I got that against Jim. Jim, I hope you're watching and listening like you always do, man. Appreciate you. Love you, buddy. But the boy finally got a win against you, man. And I don't know what the all-time record is, but right now I'm feeling pretty good about my victory because you thought we were going to find another way to lose, man. All right. Miss Dragon. Hey, Miss Dragon, thank you for showing up for the first time, man. If you've been on here before, I apologize. I have not seen you, but make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a 5-star review. You all know what to do. I want to give Amos a special shout out for showing up and showing out yesterday over at the Wind Creek Casino. I asked him to come up. I really liked his question about Michigan State and playing in front of the stadium and all that kind of stuff and the energy. And I asked him, I said, hey, come on up, put the headset on, let's keep it cool. Let's keep it G. He did good, man. He did great. I got to walk away for a little bit and talk to some people because, when you're producing and everything and you're on the screen, it's hard, man. It's, you've got to have your head on the swivel and look at everything. So it's nice to be. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to have some fan appreciation. It was all about the fan appreciation. It was all about the customers, bringing them up front, being able to ask questions. You don't see that a lot. You get the call-ins where it's far from and they edit and all this and that. We had live interaction. I thought it was great, and I think we're going to do it a lot in the shows to come. I'm really excited about it. Amos did good for Operation Warrior Wishes. There was a couple other. Billy Flores from First and 10 Tailgating. He hopped up there, man. It was a great time, man. Ray. I mean, if I forgot anybody else, Big Mike, everybody came up. We're all celebrating, high fives and stuff. It was good, man. It was a good time. I mean, there wasn't a couple, but maybe a few empty seats in the building, but nice seats too. Leather recliners, big jumbotron. It's fun up there for sure, man. Good times. Do you think the Bears might make the playoffs next year? You know what? I thought they were going to make the playoffs this year. That's a bad question to ask me because I'm a meatball fan, dude. I think that we're going to – every time we get some draft and we do some free agency and whoever the head coach and all this stuff, I see all the positive. I look at all the positive stuff. You know what I mean? There's even guys on our show. You go look at my co-host. I got a show where they were like so excited about Waldron because when we first came in, remember, we were riding high. Everything looked really, decent, a lot better than it did last year and blah, blah, blah. So we were riding high. We felt good. We had that we were almost 5-2, so there was some of that, early, and they're probably the best offensive coordinator and we've had in a long time and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. So it happens to all of us. You know what I mean? We're all fans, so, yep. Miss Dragon says, yeah, first time seeing this stream. I'll make sure to leave a like and an extra sub, especially since I live in Illinois. Awesome, man. Come check us out at Wind Creek Casino, man. Right off the Halstead exit, East Hazelcrest, basically Homewood, Flossmoor area. Right off of 80, man. Appreciate you. Miss Dragon, 7024. He says, what does he say here? The only problem is the O-line. The Bears basically set up for success. Yeah, no, they basically are set up for success. We need an O-line for sure. You make a valid, good point. So with that being said, I'm going to ask you a little bit later about the draft and see what you think about that, about the draft, how we should address the draft, when we should address that, and all that kind of stuff. As far as, looking into that, and where, because there's not a lot of first round talent. We were talking to Jim earlier, and he's talked to some, people in the know. They're saying defense and all of that, there's a lot of depth and a lot of quality there. Okay. So, but since there's not a lot of people will reach for a need, I think that's a time where we put our hand in the cookie jar early and often and we reach for that need, because why wait till the year after to go listen, are these people in the draft better than what we have on the offensive line already? If we do that, we should reach for the need, just like the Lions did with Jamar Gibbs. A lot of people were scratching their heads and they're like, a running back in the first round? Now everybody's saying we need to get a running back in the first round. I mean, that's how quickly it changes in today's NFL. That's the landscape of it. So it's all about drafting what you need and what matters the most. Sometimes it's not about best available in the position at the time of the draft. It's what you need. Do you want to protect your quarterback? Do you want to protect him from mayhem, even though you didn't do so well this year and almost ended with 70 sacks? We stayed right below that, but still horrific. I say you go get a left tackle. I say you go get Will Campbell. That's something that Jim and I agreed on. We agree on a lot of stuff, but it's fun to get chippy and be competitive about it. You know what I mean? So let's get back into Miss Dragon. He's got another question. He goes, isn't there like an OT for Michigan? I'm pretty sure that's the draft plan, right? Yeah, I know there's a lot of defensive line help in Michigan, and I wouldn't mind taking a look at all those guys. There's mid, late, and early in the draft. So I think there's a lot of depth with defensive line, and that's why I'm willing to put the offensive line first and then the defensive line, address that later on, So what do you guys think? How would you grade the defense's performance? And do you think it's sustainable? I mean, as far as a run defense, it was atrocious. I was not happy at all. I want to keep especially in today's NFL, you don't get ran on like that much, but you do see a lot of teams running the ball more so. And I was talking to Doug Plank about that cover 3 and the way today's NFL is shaping up, where they've got, a lot of backs, defensive backs, and then that pulls a linebacker out and now you have an extra DB, that creates, there's weaknesses and everything, but in that weakness, that's where people and teams are running the ball more so now, you know what I mean? So, like I said, we got ran on a lot. I didn't like it. It's not good to get ran on. That is something that really upset me. I would give it a C. And as far as clutch gene, I would give it a B plus, So yeah, we'll see what happens. But what moves do you think Ryan Poles needs to make this offseason to turn this team into contenders? What do you guys think? Do you think Ryan Poles is gonna make Black Monday? You think he's gonna be canned, or do you think he's gonna stay? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm on the fence. I'm saying 60 he stays, 40 he could go. It all depends. And really, can this happen Monday or can this happen Wednesday? If it happens after the virtual interview with Ben Johnson, and we do, in fact, I'm not saying that we are going to. The good kid ain't saying that. All I'm saying is this, is that if we do interview Ben and then Ryan leaves right after or a few days later, y'all know what happened there, because a lot of this stuff is conjecture. Even the stuff that I hear from some of my sources, it's all conjecture. It's not completed. It's not a finished, done deal. It's just what people think after what they heard, after what they know. There's no finished product until it happens, and then that it's actual facts and not just conjecture or a theory or what their opinion is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But what do you guys think he needs to do? Minnesota got little brother D. Not sure what but what do you mean about that, Milkoopa? Is this win a turning point for the Bears or just a one-off victory? What do you guys think? You guys think this could be a potential turning point for the Bears? Do you think this shows a lot of those coaches out there that are candidates for the Bears that we are potentially a winnable team, that we have the pieces, we just need their help, and they could see, hey, look what we had, look where we need help. Could you help us and make this better? We need more to get over the top. You know what I mean? Bear down, Tracks. All right. Will Campbell seems like a necessary piece, especially since Caleb's been sacked 60 times. Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely, I really think that it's a necessary piece for sure, whether it be Will Campbell or somebody else. I definitely think it's a need for sure, that left tackle position. I don't see why you would pass that up, even if you had Braxton Jones. I mean, could we potentially move Braxton Jones elsewhere? Do you think he could basically? I think he would get picked up somewhere else in the NFL for sure. We wouldn't have the rights to him, but could we possibly move him into a guard or something? Is that something that they would look at? He's a big mountain of a man. I'm not quite sure what that would look like as far as a guard. He's really long. He's really tall. He's huge. When I interviewed him in the locker room, oh my God, he's a big dude. He was over there, brushing his beard out and all this stuff. And, you look at everybody else in the locker room. I tell you what, that guy Sweat, he is a beast. Muscles on muscles, chiseled dude, barely any body fat on him. He's a very strong dude, big dude, man. I am a coward for blocking people. No, I'm not. I'm just cleaning up my community, man. We pride ourselves in having good conversations, and when it's ridiculous and it's just, hate and stuff and spewing all bunch of stuff, we're talking about a Bears victory, okay? This guy freaking hijacked the show. I mean, enough's enough. It's a new season. It's a new year. It's a new beginning. We won on the road. We won against Green Bay, where our team is riding high, and this guy wants to take over and have all this hate. I mean, you backing up trolls. I mean, what does that say about you? You know what I mean? Back up the people that want to clean up the community and make it better, What up, Darius? Bear down, brother. Hope you have a great day at work, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for showing up yesterday, man, for sure. At the casino. I appreciate all the love and support, Darius. You're awesome, man. Can't wait to have you on soon. You have good quality work, great shows, man. Thank you for showing up and being a part of this chat this morning, this early morning talk, man. I think any coach understands the potential of the Bears. Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. I mean, now we are biased. This is coming from a biased point of view. You know what I mean? So, but I agree with what you're saying, Darius, for sure. I see what you're talking about. Bradley says future is so bright. Bradley says Chris is a joke. Phil 23 needs to grow up at some point. Yeah, I agree. But anyways, we'll keep moving on. Appreciate you, Bradley. Thanks for taking up, having your boys back for sure, man. Miss Dragons 7024. There's also Josh Simmons and Josh Cornerly Jr. as OT. So LSU's Will Campbell would be cool, but those others two are ranked high as it seems. Josh Simmons and Josh Connerly Jr. I'll have to ask our guy, our insider, our NFL insider, as far as we're going to have him in February. He's a little locked down right now. So 2-3 weeks, we're going to have a special, mock draft and talk to him and break down all of his stuff. And we're going to bring him on special. I don't want to mention his name right now. He's been on with us a few times over the last 3 seasons. We've had him at some events, some live events, at sports venues and whatnot. I've seen him over at, Soldier Field when I was working the sideline in the locker room, up in the press box and all that. Really great talent. I can't wait to break. But those are 2 names that I'm going to come back and I'm going to ask him about. So I don't know much about Josh Simmons. I don't know much about Josh Cornerly. But if your name's Josh, you must be a good blocker because those two guys, so we'll check it out, man. All right. Wow. This guy, okay, we're putting this guy in timeout. I've had enough of this too. Adding him to the block list. Let's add him to the block list on Restream. Now we'll add him to the block list on YouTube. Okay, he's done. He's done. All right, man. This is a morning, huh? This is where all the trolls back each other up. Got about 3 of them done, huh? All right. There's also Josh Simmons. Okay, so we already talked about that one. It's all about potential of these college recruits and how well they are prepared for these games, especially since the Bears have had their past problems. Yeah, Darnell Wright was a big hit. He's a mauler. He's a road grader. Really great on the right side. One of the lowest percentages of pressure. Rate against the QB when pressed, when blitzed. I think it was like 4.8. I'm not sure what it is after today's game or yesterday's game, but it's really, really low. On averages for the NFL is 25 to 30. So great job at that. So obviously when we draft really high in the first round, we do pretty good. Poles and company have done pretty good. So not sure how much if Ian Cunningham's going to be around and how much he has to say about all that. But all in all, they've done pretty good in the first round with offensive line when it comes to, drafting Darnell Wright. So that makes me feel comfortable about going out and get a left tackle. A lot of this has to do with what head coach comes in, what they say, what they need. Do they feel like the offensive line actually has a chance? Does he have an offensive line coach that could help these guys out? Do they see something in Braxton Jones that we don't? Could he help him, turn the corner, unlock something? A lot of that comes into mind and what he sees we need in the draft. So let's just hopefully they get these this head coaching thing is really important. It will tell a lot, but I agree with you for sure. Oh no, not you, Miss Dragon. I'm talking about the 3 that we had earlier. Yeah, they come in before, but it seemed like they were heavy today, like right after a Bears victory Monday of all times to come out and be negative, negative Nancy's. They come out and just, pound the table and want to be heard and just take over the chat and stuff. So we got rid of them. I'm trying to segue out of that and talk about, the Bears actually. So hopefully we can do that. So Bradley says, yeah, Wright's PFF grade, which I don't put a ton of stock in. He's like 3 or 4 of all OTs in pass pro. Yeah. Yeah, very critical. So yeah. No, you talk to Olin Kreutz, you've talked to some of the other guys. They're really big on Darnell Wright. They say, the guy's amazing. And think of what it would look like if we still had Tevin Jenkins on the right side, right next to him. That would solidify the whole right side. They moved Tevin over to the left. I think they potentially did that to help over on the left side, give a little bit of pass protection and a little bit of protection, have 2 solid pieces when Tevin is healthy. Kind of counterbalance the thing. But like Jim said, he would have rather seen Tevin on the right over there with Darnell Wright and kept all of that in check, whatever. So there's a difference of opinion right there. Whether Tevin could even play left tackle, I don't know if Darnell Wright could play left tackle, but remains to be seen. If you got 2 guys on the team, one of them is often injured, then you've got, 4 players potentially that need to be, looked at as, replacements. Like, should we replace those players and help Darnell Wright out? So that's the point that we're making. So we'll see what happens, man. There's a lot there's a lot in store. There's a lot moving forward in 2025. At the end of the day, we're 1-0 in 2025. We're 1-0 on the road in 2025, and we're 1-0 against the Green Bay Packers in 2025. So that's awesome, man. Everybody's got a New Year's resolution. Apparently, Thomas Brown and the Chicago Bears had a New Year's resolution, several of them. And like Caleb Williams says, this was the first of many. All right, well, past that, if the first round option is going to be an offensive tackle, is the second going to be an offensive tackle option too? If so, we got to think what other problems the Bears have. So basically what I look at is this. Basically what I got to look at is this. Yeah, you need a tackle, you need a guard, you need a center. So that is important. That is critical. That is important. That is critical for sure. To take a look at that. The center is huge, man. He could potentially orchestrate the whole offensive line. You know what I'm saying? He could potentially orchestrate the whole offensive line, just like an Olin Kreutz would, just like a Jay Hilgenberg, who we've had on the show. Both those centers we've had on the show, and they did a really good job of talking and communicating from the quarterback to the offensive line from the inside out. So I think center is very critical. I'm not really big on Shelton. I don't think many of you guys are. I know the Bears aren't. I think we move on from him. Could he potentially be a good backup? Yes. But if a rookie comes in, I think and I hope that he gets a chance at starting, or we find a verifiable, center who's, get ready to get in there and start right away, because we need a good center. We also need another good guard, if not two. We need a whole new offensive line except for Darnell Wright is how I feel about it. Bradley LaRoe, Squeegee. No, he did not. What was the question from Squeegee? I don't even see Squeegee in here anymore. Did I block the wrong guy? I probably did, man. There was so much to take care of this morning. Jeez, oh, Pete's, man. So yeah, anyway, that pretty much concludes our show. If you guys got any questions, comments, or anything that you guys want to talk about really quick, leave them in the chat below. I'll address them later on. And thank you guys for showing up on this Victory Monday. I appreciate you guys for showing up and showing out. Have a great day today. Be great today. And as always, Chi-Town up, bear down, and be careful on those roads for sure.